Hello and welcome back, everyone, to La-Mulana Randomizer Part 18. And in the last episode, we have successfully set up ourselves for slaying Tiamat. And in this episode, we'll be exploring what we can unlock with the Life Seal, which we got a couple of parts ago, and I've not been doing all that much with. This particular check is called the Crucifix check, and that is because this is where you usually get the Crucifix. And this time we got the Birth Seal. With the Birth Seal, we actually have the ability to go down and go fight Anubis. Except we can't actually kill Anubis yet, because we're missing a particular thing in order to go fight and kill Anubis at the moment.
So I noticed that our hero does a different spray animation depending on which menu you're going through. There's one moment he was eating ramen noodles, and then he ate so many noodles that he had to sleep it off for about 1.5 seconds. And then he was going to the fast travel menu, and he was holding the Grail of Fast Travel, saying, "Where do I
For
go?"
the record, he doesn't actually change his idle animations. There is a specific idle animation loop that goes whilst you're on the map screen, and that's the only loop that he has. There's the mini doll. Normally this would be the Spring in the Sky Sacred Orb, but now it is a mini doll. We can use the mini doll to go and solve some puzzles specifically a puzzle in, Gate of Illusion. Hi, Giltorio. The thing that Giltorio is actually talking about there is specifically the origin and definition of each of the 8 races that preceded us. Yeah. All right. Let's get into a little bit of the story for La-Mulana. So Lameza was curious about this particular spot because in the background there had been a lot of individual discoveries concerning how a majority of civilized life had apparently been in or originated from this spot, from the few amount of survivors from the ruins that had actually come out. So Lameza was curious and decided to try his own hand at adventuring around. But what's happening now is that we have discovered, if you bother to go read through the story that is inscribed on all of the tablets that we haven't read, we start to figure out that, yeah, Mother, or rather La-Mulana, the place that we are at, is actually a living being. And we are walking around inside of her body. And not only are we walking around inside of her body, but the big twist of the plot is that, well, La-Mulana it literally translates to the mother for a reason. She is in fact the origin of all sentient life on the planet.
Gotcha. I thought it was going to be that we are the child trying to be born inside the mother's womb.
No, it's not that we are the child trying to be born inside the mother's womb. It's that we are the child that has been birthed by the children that successfully escaped the mother. But not escape the mother's will, just escape the mother's physical form.
See, that should have been one of the possible endings, is you either find the true child, which is the true ending, or you become the child, and that's the second best ending. The not so good ending is that we lose our minds.
All right. So since we have the Birth Seal, we can actually finish doing the rest of the Fruit of Eden check. And to do the rest of your Fruit of Eden check, we have to use the Birth Seal here, and then climb back up the Temple of Moonlight.
Well, I gotta tell you, Mr. Gradette, on the subject of lore explanation, I feel that the lore would be much more tangible if we were doing the things in the correct order.
This is true. This is very true, and it's definitely something that you miss out on when you're doing a randomizer. But I personally feel that the story for La-Mulana isn't actually all that important when it comes. Well, here's the thing.
Well, no story is that important. You don't need a story to play a video game. You just need a goal, controls, and a win condition.
And honestly, the goal and controls for La-Mulana are so nice and rewarding to play that I don't really need to be invested in the overall story for La-Mulana in order to enjoy my time with it.
I mean, stories in video. I think Legend of Zelda was probably one of the earliest games that actually had a story.
No, there's Dragon Warrior. Dragon Warrior predates Legend of Zelda.
Yeah, and it just goes to show that stories needed to get better and more elaborate with more characters.
I don't know, because Dragon Warrior 1's story, although is kind of shite, is still makes you feel like you want to go and save this world. I'm doing this puzzle absolutely the wrong way. Because what you're actually supposed to do is go up onto the safety of these two platforms here, and then rain down bombs on them at the appropriate spots. Use bombs here, do a roll of bombs in order to blow up that particular part, and then you need to throw bombs from the other side. No, you're not supposed to roll bombs here, Pascardette. See, it doesn't work, Pascardette. You have to go do this correctly. Yes. Throw a bomb here. Explode it. There it goes. How I usually end up solving that puzzle is just by throwing bombs at my face over and over, and it works that way too.
Damn,
hey, look, bomb ammo.
That was a full health recharge.
Yeah, if you manage to what Minecraft would refer to as level up, even though it's a fucking magic system, I still hate that. I have so many gripes about that. Ugh. Anyway, if you manage to max out your soul meter, as I will refer to it now, whilst you are damaged, you will actually fully refill your life. It is very nice.
But most, well, I mean,
hi Anubis.
I mean, not every game lets you level up, but you in the games that I've played, usually leveling up refills your health.
Not in turn-based RPGs. In turn-based RPGs, leveling up might fully heal you, as it does in the Mystery Dungeon games. But in the normal Pokemon fare, leveling up just increases your maximum HP, and you might get some amount of HP in accordance to your maximum HP gain, but you will not fully heal.
Yeah, like it remembers the percentage of health you have remaining and it adjusts it accordingly. Usually not by a significant amount, nor do you get a significant amount of extra defense. Well, because marginal benefit just advances you from one level to the next. It's the sum of the marginal benefits that will yield the gain.
Yes, it will. Alright. Going into Temple of the Sun in order to go talk to Mulbrook. We have seen Anubis, so now we can do the Book of the Dead check. Pascardette, you're going to go do Book of the Dead check, please?
Pascardette is too busy falling down pits because it is funny. Do it again.
Pascardette specifically went to Temple of the Sun to do the Mulbrook check, then just ran past it. Yay, we got another Sacred Orb. There's only 2 left.
I wish.
Alright, so I take it that we are here in order to get Sabat, or are we here to go... Nope, we're here to go light the Twins' eyes. That's what we're here for. Now, this is a puzzle that you need flares for. Come on, turn on the flares. Alright. There's the first twin done. Now, are we gonna go the long way around, or are we going the right way? Looks like we're going the right way. Although if we had went the long way, we could have gotten a mantra because we spoke to Giltorio. All right. Speaking of what speaking to Giltorio actually does is it actually force spawns all of the different mantra tablets across the ruins to show up for you, with the exception of one. And that one is the V mantra tablet, which is in Inferno Cavern, and we have to go destroy a statue before that one will show up for us. Speaking to each of the philosophers with the Philosopher's Ocarina does different things. Phobos opens up the path in Endless Corridor, which usually takes you over to... which actually even... Oh, okay, so we're setting up Baphomet here, I think, it looks like. But yeah.
Witches you show me. before the coming of day. The first will love you, the second will deceive you, and the third will show you the way.
Oh, are we actually doing Baphomet now?
No, we're too hungry.
Nope, we're gonna go do Baphomet. Holy shit. Okay. Let us go and do Baphomet. Alright, so what Phobos does is it actually spawns a specific ladder that connects the endless corridor to the Shrine of the Mother. It's important that it does that, but it's not a ladder. It's a ladder that you'll use exactly once in order to go and do what is known as the Death Steal check, as well as, if you need it, the getting the final piece of the translation software for Ancient La-Mulanese.
Dolphin.
Which is something that I already have because I chose to start with it at the beginning of the randomizer. I don't like hunting for Ancient La-Mulanese. It's not honestly all that big of a hunt, but it's something that I like. It's something that I like having access to right off the bat. Yes, Baphomet. I actually really like this boss thematically. Hi, Baphomet.
Hello, Cleavage.
Yes, Baphomet has cleavage. Very exposed cleavage.
It is good to see you two again. Anyway, what you want to do is actually hit her in the face.
Yep.
While she just kind of sits there.
Don't take for granted how much damage Baphomet does, though. Each of these attacks does hurt quite a bit. But what's this? Baphomet is, after all, the Judeo-Christian demon of duality. So yes, not only does she have a somewhat sexy demon form, she also has a pure demon form.
Who is also sexy. Yeah.
Sexual, perhaps. I don't actually consider, the upper torso of Mantex sexy.
Rule 34 is very much pleased.
Nah, I don't like DILF. Ugh. Ouch. Baphomet's contact damage is not honestly all that much. The big thing that you have to worry about is the chain lightning attack, which she has not actually shown off yet.
Did somebody say chain lightning? Oh, I thought she was going to do it.
Come on. Baphomet, you gotta show off chain lightning before you You did not show off chain lightning before you died. But this is a desperation attack. She can kill you during this attack, unlike other desperation attacks throughout video game years. The way to avoid this, however, is stay on to either the far left or far right of the screen, and none of the pillars of flame will hit you.
Nice.
No, both she and Palenque have desperation attacks, but they are the only two. Yay, Baphomet's down, but now we need to go get another Ankh Jewel. Damn.
Yeah. Yeah, I did it.
Alright, so with Baphomet slain, we now have the ability to at least open up the, yes, we now have the ability to open up the statue that is blocking the V mantra. Although we have to go finish talking to the rest of the philosophers first before we can actually get there. We have talked to Giltorio, but what's this? Another lifesteal check. Let us go do the lifesteal check, Mr. Cloud.
Oh. Gotta check your head before you're dead.
Up this ladder, over this way. If you recall, much earlier on, we solved this particular puzzle by blocking the blue laser with one of the blocks, and that was that was specifically so that we could actually get up here. Because what solving that weight puzzle did is deactivated this blue laser that would be here otherwise. And so we have acquired the Book of the Dead. With the Book of the Dead, we can actually go and fight Anubis.
And that
is what we will probably be doing in the next part. Be safe, everybody.
Almost.